Welcome back to Minecraft. It's been a little more than a week, a little longer than I was wanting to be away, but we are back, and I will at least be consistent for, I don't know, a month or so until I get back to school. So, let's jump into it. Let's hop on Mocha. Here we are. So where we last left off, it's building out my little house here. So yeah, all right, let's remember. I should start taking notes. I always want to do this thing where like I would take notes after playing a game. So if I spent a while, I'd be able to hop back in and know exactly what I'm doing. But I didn't do that. So um, I guess let's cook this meat. That's something quick I can do. Do I have any wood? Any sticks? I imagine this might be. Oh, shoot. Get that. No sticks. Okay. Well. Ooh, it's that classic Minecraft song. There was a long time where this was like the only Minecraft song I knew, but I really loved it. Did I? Oh, here it is. See, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It sounds a little like, oh, look at me, but like I do kind of have a, I don't know, somewhat of a special relationship with this song here. I think there's something special about like the things you know from a game, but like your impression of a game before you ever actually play it. Um, I don't know. There's like, oh, and it's a game you hear a ton about. Um, yeah, I think that image. I don't know. There's something special about it. Um, I can think both for Minecraft. There was this definitely like an image um, that I had of it in my head. That yeah, I don't know. It's special because it's like no matter what, when you just like you hear about something, once you finally experience that thing, it is going to be different than how you envisioned it. And for me, at least, when it's something I've heard a ton about, part of my relationship with the media is just yeah, thinking about what I thought it was. Like that initial impression really sticks with me. It doesn't. I don't think it affects my enjoyment of the game or whatever. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think a lot about my initial impression of Undertale. That was another thing where I had such a very strong idea of what it was in my mind. Um, and it was years of just me thinking it was this one kind of game. And it was close. Like what it ended up being in my like in reality wasn't far from what I thought it would be, but it was still different. And still, sometimes I think about what I thought Undertale was going to be, and that's a game that like means a lot to me. I mean, you know, I mean, look at this. I mean, like obviously, those games, Undertale and Deltarune, they mean a lot. But both of them, I had pretty strong ideas of what they would be just from like looking at the Nintendo eShop images, um, and hearing a few songs here and there. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't really have much to say other than I think it's interesting. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious if anyone else has similar experiences. So yeah, when I'm recording this, it's Saturday. I wanted to do this on Friday, but I finished really late last night, and yeah, I did want to record. Um, but yeah, the school semester is down, um, so that's fun. Um, yeah, it was an interesting semester for me. I went into it wanting to prioritize my like mental well being because so just down to get like I guess um, to fill you in to like my general experience thus far. My first semester, which was about a year ago, I I did all right. I got like an A in one class, a B in one class, a C in one class, and a D in one class. So I collected them all. Um, but I was just learning. I think it's, just like getting into it, getting into the flow. I think it's fair to not be perfect then. So yeah, after that, my goal was like, okay, I want to get all A's in the spring 2025 semester, and I did, and I was very very happy with that. I made the dean's list, and I was, yeah, very very excited about that. But there were many nights where I just like hated everything so bad, and so this semester my goal was to maintain my mental health, even if that meant worse grades. And it did mean worse grades. I think I, for the most part, did maintain a pretty good, yeah, mental well being. I I set a few ground rules. So number one, I was, no matter what, I was not going to do any schoolwork past 5 p.m. And for the most part, I stuck to that. Um, and so yeah, there was that rule. But my idea was, so I don't currently have like a job. And so my idea was, okay, I'm just going to spend 9 to 5 every day on schoolwork. And so that was the idea of like, okay, that makes up for not working at night. Um, so yeah, I did that, and it went pretty well for the most part. Like I said, I was able to keep that up for a while, and I did, I think better. Yeah, I did better than I did my first year. And there were some things where like there were other non like there were other issues that came up that weren't really related to this little schedule thing. Like I had a professor who was kind of difficult with scheduling and communication, and so like I would miss a few assignments because they were not properly communicated. Um, and I mean, whatever. Like I guess maybe it's not totally up to them to remind me of assignments that are in the syllabus, but at the same time, like I need them to be properly entered in Canvas, which is, for those who don't know, it's just where you go to like submit your assignments, and so like the due dates and stuff would not be entered in properly there. So yeah, it just got confusing because like every other professor enters in that information properly, but this professor didn't, and so yeah, I missed a few assignments there, and I ultimately, like, if I were to have been on top of that and made sure I was aware of every date, I would have definitely gotten a B, a high B, or maybe even an A in that class, because all of the work I submitted was good. Like, it was just I missed a few important assignments, and so once I realized they were missed, I had to submit them late, um, and then yeah. So that was a separate kind of learning experience of just like, hey, like no matter what, I need to make sure I am well aware of every due date. So that's something to learn going forward. Other than that, uh, I don't like that class. I got like a high C in it, which is funny. This is my writing, like my game writing class, which I would have, you know would have thought I would have done pretty okay in. But I mean, I'm very okay with getting a C. That's not a big deal because, like I said, I went into the semester knowing it was not going to be my best, um, and so yeah, this was more so just an experiment, of what did I need, like where would I need to balance my, like what's the best balance of, like, yeah, my mental health and my academic performance. So but I think it went good. Like I said, so that class was a C. I had my music appreciation, not appreciation. I keep saying a music appreciation because, like, I don't know. I think typically I don't know. That's what I would have expected to be offered. I don't know, but it was like a music theory, just basics, intro to, like, yeah, music theory and like composition class. And so I got, like, again, I got like a B minus in that class, which, yeah, partially my fault. Like in the latter part of the semester, I put in less energy than was required. I think because like the flow of the class changed a lot, and that kind of threw me off because there was like less work to submit, and because there was less work to submit. I got a little complacent. I think I did pretty all right in that class. And I'm taking another one from that professor next semester, so I feel okay about how everything went in that one. The only real stinker I had this semester was statistics, because I needed another science class. And I previously, a little MJ I'd taken a class from this professor before, and I got like a D plus. Not good, because math is not something I excel in naturally. I have to like really push myself to do well in math and to like understand math. Um, and so I I'd taken a class from this professor first semester, and it didn't go great, and this was, all on me. Like, this wasn't really anything to the fault of the professor. This was just me being a little stinker and, you know, not studying properly. And I kind of got into that again this semester. I feel like in the latter part, I picked it up, but it wasn't really enough to salvage my grade. So even though there were a few assignments I submitted that were like a full 100, um, but yeah, which I don't have my grade back for that class. So I don't know how I did. I'm not expecting great results. I'm expecting around a D. Right now I have an F, but there's 2 ungraded assignments. So I'll be right back. I gotta let my cat in. Come in, man. Yeah. You better be good. I'm recording. You gotta be good, man. Okay, the cat is in. So I like what we've done here. Voila. Let's put this torch back. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know. Probably put this over here, I think. Nope. There we go. Kind of cozy. Do I put this? I'm struggling to figure out where to put this. Hey kitty. Hey, kitty. Whoa, there's a cat outside in Minecraft. Okay. But yeah, all that said. Oh, and I had an art history class, like a Chinese art history class. And I've had an 100 into that class up until this final here, which I did that yesterday. Again, I don't have the grade, but that class was just easy. I wasn't like particularly skilled. It was just a pretty easy class. So yeah, but yeah, I think I did learn a few pretty valuable things in the semester. Number one, I learned that if I'm not fulfilling myself creatively, I can get very, very distractible, in ways that are very negative to my work performance. And that was probably the biggest issue in the semester. Like that, I think was the biggest thing I needed to work on. That's partially why I'm focusing a lot more on stuff like this. Is because this gives me something to it's an outlet, especially like with all the other YouTube things I've been doing, and the things I'm planning on doing in this coming year. Definitely, hopefully, I say definitely, hopefully that'll help. But yeah, that's been something I've been working on. It's just general focus. Because there were some times where it was really rough, and I think that was the biggest hindrance in the semester was my lack of ability to focus, and I'm not really sure what was going on there. Like I've said this before, I suspect I have some sort of OCD, and part of the reason why is because there would be days where I would just not, or I would like wake up and I'd have this like one thing on the mind. It might be some like a lot of times it was something like creative that I wanted to get to, and it was really just hard to like divert my mind to something else. And yeah, so that was the problem. I would say like that was my biggest issue this semester. Part of me thinks, oh, maybe I should try to like I don't know, get diagnosed or something. But what I'm trying now is I'm working towards a schedule that'll have me doing creative stuff earlier in the day, like basically as soon as I wake up. And my hope is that creative stuff, like doing that, doing that early will help me like burn that energy quick. So by the time I need to focus on like the less interesting things, I'm a-okay. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm not positive, but I'm especially I've been working on that this semester. Like towards the latter part, and it helped a lot. Um, ugh, there we go. There we go. But yeah, I've been trying that, and I'm gonna continue working with it. So yeah, because I have what I'm planning on doing this upcoming year is I want to. I have a project, like just a passion project, really of sorts, that I want to treat as like I want to spend the time I was spending on school doing this. So again, my little 9 to 5 thing. For like January, my goal is to treat my time doing that. Like, I turn the. But yeah, my goal is to like spend my time working on that project. And I want to see how far I can get into it if I just devote my school energy towards that. And then I'm going to keep working on like YouTube videos in the mornings. I would love to start waking up at like 5 a.m. and like from like say 5 to 8, I'm working on YouTube every morning. That would be really good. Because for like you know personal reasons, it's not uncommon for me to have to wake up at 5 a.m. sometimes in the week. But I would love, because of that, I really want to make that my normal time to wake up, just for like the sake of my body's consistency. I've read online that it's not good to have like uneven habits. Um, like to wake up at different times in the day. Like your body really likes to wake up at one time every morning. So I would like to get in that rhythm. And so yeah, we're gonna see. I'm gonna work on that. See what I can do. And yeah. Yep. I hear a little cat outside. I should go get it. Also, my cat. He is sitting on my bed, all bundled up in a blanket. It's pretty cute. I want to get some torches so I can go mining. Got some. Oh, that's wool. That's not wood. Do I have any wood? I think I don't have much wood. That's fine because that means I get to go. Burped. Okay. I think that means I have a wooden axe. Alright, we'll just stick with this for now. I'll go get some wood. Boop-a-doo. So yeah, I'm feeling really good with like where I am creatively. Like honestly, I'm feeling the best I have felt creatively in a while. I'm giving myself like a lot of outlets to the point where I'm concerned I'm spreading myself too thin. But what I'm doing is I'm doing a bunch of YouTube channels, um, and some of them are more low effort than others. I really only have two that I want to like actually put a significant amount of effort into. And in fact, I've said this before. This channel is just me collecting gameplay footage essentially. Like that's the main purpose of it. But I figured if I can just talk and collect gameplay footage at the same time and then put videos out there, I might as well because it's like I'm developing the skill of entertaining, like like improv, if you will. Um, it's working on it's helping my communication. Just like, oh hey, I'm speaking unscripted. And as someone who wants to make a lot of scripted content, I've been concerned that if I were to really, do a bunch of scripted content, it would harm my ability to talk and be entertaining unscripted. Because I've seen YouTubers who do a lot of scripted content struggle with that. So my goal was, oh hey, this will help my just normal everyday communication, and it'll also get YouTube videos out there, which, hey, if people want to watch it, that's cool. I don't know. It feels like a good way to get a lot out of what could be a pretty, boring task of getting gameplay footage. In fact, it's gonna be funny because I think you'll be able to tell like what videos I'm working on um, for my upcoming game. I guess I don't know, commentary review. I don't know what to call it because I don't really know what you would call, say, a channel like Peanut Butter Gamer or Scott the Waz. I don't think any of them have like a definitive genre because like you say gaming YouTuber, and I think a lot of people think Ninja Fortnite, um, which isn't really the vibe I want. At least not right now. Like I think realistically, if I were to make something like that, it would go on this channel and it would be pretty unedited and like low effort. But I feel like that fits the energy of this channel more than it fits the upcoming channel I'm working on. I don't know why I'm hiding the name, but but yeah, I'm planning on releasing stuff for that channel very soon. I would like to have something start of the new year, like um, that would be great. I don't know if I'll pull that off. But my goal is like actually like this next week to make my first like the first video on there, like start you know working on it. I know what it's going to be about. I figured that out this morning. And honestly, it should be something pretty quick and easy to make a video on. Like I'm definitely picking something I can say everything I need to say on very very quick. Um, it would like the script will probably take me a few hours to write, and recording shouldn't take me more than 10 minutes, which is good because like I have like very little editing experience. In fact, that's probably the biggest thing hampering my like hampering my like ability to make like videos I really care about. Um, so yeah, my goal is to start working on developing those skills with this new channel. So but yeah, so I have that like gaming review commentary channel, whatever you want to call it, um, and I also have no, this channel is existing, my OKMJ channel, which was my first YouTube channel I made. My goal is to also start posting on that one. I I want to post daily to it. I would love to. I don't know if I'll be able to make that work, but and that one I want to be mostly just for like short form art content, kind of like in the style of Nirami, or just I don't know, like think you're just like your YouTube Shorts art people, like just that kind of doing like art trends and stuff. Um, and that's because I want to really foster my art abilities because I haven't really. Um, I never allowed that to be my main thing when I was younger, and so I wanna give it a go. A because I am trying to like incorporate that more into my general artistic expression, um, but also I think I don't know I want to try it. I want to see how it goes because especially over this last year I've really been focusing more on just like the like artistry of just making like just like drawings. And like I said, that's something I never really let myself get into. Um, but seeing as I'm wanting to like make a web comic, I think it would be beneficial to get my name out there as an artist and as like an illustrator and someone who draws. Um, and I also, I like I said, it's something I want to try. And I already have that channel, and I've uploaded a few speed paints and stuff to it. I unprivated those two speed paints I did that used like AI references. Again, just because I don't want to hide that. It's like I think it's far more beneficial for people to see how my views have changed on those things. It's far more beneficial to see how my views have grown and see how I've grown. So yeah, I unprivated those, and I will be like I said. My goal is to have a short daily on there. I don't know if that'll be possible, but I've always heard from people like Dan O'Cal and Johnny Razor, like if you have shorts and you post shorts daily, um, it can get big very quick, and I can repurpose that content on multiple platforms like TikTok and Instagram. Um, so that's something I want to try soon. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go, but that's like my goal this next year It's just like for the full year, I want to post those YouTube shorts. And if it's not daily, it's just like consistent. I want to have a very consistent schedule to which I post YouTube shorts. And I want to, I think I would like the weekly post, like the more like long form scripted gaming videos on the yet to be announced channel. So, okay. Let's get some, I should probably plant those trees. Let's go plant those trees. This has been a very boring episode because I've just been doing like general, I don't know. I've really just been like working on this house and then getting supplies. My goal, I think, for next episode is going to be a mining episode. But I've been trying to prepare for that. So, yep. So yeah, this ended up being a kind of a boring episode. I kind of want to go out with a bang. So, because I have about 5 minutes left in what I was planning. My goal is to make these 30 minutes, 30 minutes a pop. But let's see. How can I make this go out big? There's a creeper down there. I'm gonna go try to kill it. That's it. Yeah, there we go. Let's go try to kill that creeper, and we will. Yeah. All right. Okay. So boop, 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 boop. Actually, I do want to keep some dirt. How do I get just some dirt? Command, control. There we go. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. This will be big. This will be life-changing gameplay, I think. We're going to see. This will be the first time I've killed anything ever on this channel. So, let us begin. Honestly, people will talk about this for decades to come. The children, they will tell the tale of that time I killed a creeper in a hole. Hey, creeper. Ah, damn it, it's gone back down. Okay. I can't quit. I can't end the episode without killing something. I hear things. Let me turn my volume up. What's down here? I brought no light, so I'm gonna turn my screen brightness up a bunch so I can see. Whoa. What's down here? Creeper! Does that count as killing a creeper? Is there one behind me? So there's some light. I hear a guy. Whoa! Oh. Okay, well, thanks for watching Minecraft, everybody. I will be back on Friday with another Minecraft video. Thanks for watching. This was kind of boring, but thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!